Oh shit! What up? It's CASTPERGERS. It's your boy Eli Halpern over here with another episode. My guest today I will bring up in a moment, but this episode is brought to you by The Party Curtain. Look at this magnificent flow. You know, people have been saying to me like, "Hey, did you do that on purpose?" And I've been like, if I wasn't doing this as a joke, I would be very insulted. But fuck you and thank you, I guess. I've been having a lot of great positive reviews on the mullet, to be honest with you guys. I've had multiple girls be like, "Hey, your mullet's hot." And I've been like, what the fuck? I didn't even know you could put those words in the same sentence. But things are working out great. I'm pulling it off. We're doing this. It's flowing. Life's good. Today, we got fucking Hunter Ingalls here, a long friend of mine. This is a guy I went to South America with. And I was realizing we didn't really talk about South America enough. I did a few very lazy podcasts, and I feel like now that if I have my buddy on, he can fill me in on some shit that I probably forgot or just didn't want to get into because I was lazy. I don't know. But what's up, man? We're in San Diego right now.
Welcome for having me, brother. Yeah, we are. We're at my house in San Diego.
Did you just say welcome for having me?
Yeah.
You mean thank you?
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome. So this trip started out. You were texting me. You were like, "Hey, I found tickets for Costa Rica for $160. Want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah." It was on November 2nd, right before my birthday. And I was like, "What? What better way to spend my birthday than going to fucking South America for 2 months?"
For $160, I thought that was chill, but we just needed a better fucking plan.
Yeah, we did not plan well.
We didn't plan shit.
But that's kind of how I like to do things. I think the only thing we did wrong was we didn't look at the fucking map.
Yeah,
initially,
we didn't. And then that fucking Asian guy. Do you remember him? The fucking guy. We got off this airplane, and
so we took how long was the flight? 9 hours.
It was 7.5.
It was a 7.5 hour flight from LAX to it was San Diego to LAX to
all the
Costa Rica.
Hours, yeah.
What do we fly into? San Jose?
San Jose, Costa Rica.
Yeah, and I think we spent the entire flight doing DMT
and code.
And a little bit of that as well. And way too much, actually. That's an insane... Don't ever do that.
Yeah, that was a horrible idea.
DMT on a plane, though, as Mike Eaton says, we're joining the Infinity Mile High Club. So that's always a good idea. We got off, and I was fucking tired and drunk, and so were you. And
I was on outer space. I wasn't.
We weren't thinking clearly.
No, I was not.
So we wanted to go to. Hunter said everyone says you got to go to Santa Teresa, and that took about 6 hours to get to when we were right next to. Not too far from Hako, which is like the party area. I don't know. I feel like when you get off a plane, you just want to get to the first closest place possible and then figure out what you're doing next. Not us. We wanted to fucking...
No, we had zero fucking plan. And we just ran into this fucking Asian guy, and he was like, "Hey, you going to Santa Teresa?" I was like, that's one city that came into my mind. And... we both looked at each other and said, "Sure."
Yeah, why not?
What could happen?
Yeah, why not? So we took a taxi to a bus to a ferry to a bus, and then we arrived in Santa Teresa, and it was beautiful, but it was fucking expensive, dude. Costa Rica. I don't think you should go to Costa Rica.
No, no. It's expensive as hell.
It's beautiful. People are cool. But it's just expensive. It's like I was traveling to spend less money than I do in Los Angeles, and I was basically the prices were the same they were in Los Angeles.
How much do you think we spent that 1 week in Costa Rica?
I'm not going to disclose my finances on my podcast, but I don't think that it was that. It was. I didn't see a monkey at all.
I did, and he was jealous.
You heard it. Did you actually see it, though?
I sent you 3 fucking videos of it.
I think your camera phone's lying.
He's jealous.
I'm so jealous. Literally, that's all I said. I was like, all I want for my birthday is to see a monkey. And then the universe was like, well, fuck you and everything you want. And,
So after, do you remember the fucking boat ride we took?
vaguely. I remember I slept on it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
Fucking-
I slept that whole ferry ride.
No, I'm talking about the boat ride, like the fucking like jet ski boat.
Oh, we'll get there.
Okay.
So after that, it was your first time traveling.
Ever.
So, and you hit me up and you're like, hey, you know about traveling because you've done it before.
Yeah.
Why don't you come show me the ropes? And I was like, I have absolutely no fucking idea what I'm doing. But yeah, I would love to travel. Sounds great.
Yeah, that's true.
And we get to Santa Teresa. Everyone in the hostel sucked. I was trying to explain my medicinal pussy perspective on legalizing prostitution for therapeutic usage to stop mass shootings.
Yeah,
And,
medicinal prostitution.
Yeah, that's what I said, and and yeah, they didn't like that at all. They were arguing with me about how they're like, no, there's like therapy for that. I'm like, that's physical therapy, like literally, physical therapy is a thing, and that's whatever. Anyways, I was telling Hunter at the time that a good portion of your travels will rely on how cool the people at your hostel are, or just the people you meet, you know. But if you got cool people at your hostel, you're gonna have a good time. And our first like 2 or 3 were just everyone just wanted to sit around and chain smoke cigarettes and like read books and sit on a hammock. And we're like, dude, I can do that at home. But we went to Montezuma after that.
We walked there.
Yeah, we walked there. I think it was 3 miles. I enjoyed that because I was like, I'm going to be doing a lot of drinking and not
I
exercising.
need exercise, is what he said.
Dude, look at me. I'm a fucking.
I don't want to wait 20 minutes. I'd rather walk 3 miles.
I hate waiting. I hate waiting so much more than I hate walking. I am glad I did that, and I'll do it again. We walked there, and it was beautiful, but it was boring. There's not much going on in Costa Rica. There's just a lot of beautiful stuff.
Yeah, you already said it, so. It was fucking boring.
I don't want to shit on. I feel like because a lot of people have had great times in Costa Rica. I think I need to go back and figure it out again.
We just did.
I need to see a monkey. I need to go to the different. We went to Santa Teresa, Montezuma, and then Jaco. And Jaco is everyone like, oh, that's like the party town. And we went there, and we went there after. We got there. The boat. We took a fucking speedboat for like 23 miles. 24 miles, and that was fucking sketchy. A little nerve-wracking at the time.
No, it was extremely sketchy. It wasn't nerve-wracking. Fucking, they had fucking like they took all of our shit and put it in like these plastic bags and like, you know, like mine's is clothes.
Yeah, they put our backpacks.
And like Eli has like important like his computer and like all this crap. And then we're like, what it was like 2 French people or whatever. Who cares? But
yeah,
like,
it was me, you, and 2 French people, and
so,
then one captain, and then his like guy.
And the guy is holding Eli and I's bag, and he looks at me and says, "All right, I gotta time this right." I'm like, time it right? That better be fucking waterproof, dude. Like, what the fuck? Time this right? And these guys are badass. Actually, they have fucking
the waves, dude. The waves were going up like
yeah.
Okay, so we're on the sand. The ocean's coming towards us. The boat is facing away from us, and these waves must have been like what 6 feet.
I'm 6'7", and they were at my shoulder.
Yeah, so these were fucking flying up, and I'm like, dude, how the fuck are we gonna do this?
Yeah.
I was understating nerve-wracking. I was
born in the water. I
was a little terrified.
I'm a surfer too, and I was scared too. I was like, holy shit, this is not cool.
And then the waves die down for like maybe a minute, and they're like, all right, go. And then we fucking run over, like walk through the water and hop in. And we're like, oh, all right. And I'm hungover, and I'm just like, you know, shaky because
puking
of alcoholism. And oh yeah, you didn't have, your stomach did not do well on this trip. And then we took this speedboat for what was like an hour.
Yeah, it was around an hour. It was like
And we-
44. Yeah, whatever.
It's like an hour. And an hour on a speedboat. That's that was an interesting feeling. I have never experienced that before. It was, you know, we're bouncing around. We're just in the. You look around. There's not land for a while, and we get to Hako. It looks like a fucking great party town. It's during the day, so all the bars are closed. But you can tell there's a lot of bars everywhere. We meet this. We get to our hostel, and we meet this like New Yorker guy, who.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to ask one of the people. Everyone says "pura vida," like pure life. That's like the catchphrase of Costa Rica or something. And I was like, what exactly does that mean? And this guy was like, you know, it just means like it's all good, like no matter what. If you like
pure life,
get your sister pregnant, or and I'm like, what the fuck? All right, that guy's funny, I guess. And then we. By the way, my buddy Nick Wilkinson was telling me, "Don't go to this place. This New York guy ripped us off and tried to overcharge us
Brian,
like
that fucking guy,
$2,000."
The guy who owned the fucking place.
I don't remember his name, but the old guy, or he was
Brian.
bald. Brian, yeah, he was weird.
He's a fucking asshole. He was like
He wasn't an asshole. He was just weird. He looked like he was
can tell
like he has been prescribed medication.
He sounds like Zoloft or something to make him.
Yeah, Wellbutrin, some kind of antidepressant. But yeah, and then I was talking to Nick, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm here, and then he was like, that's the place I was talking about, and I was like, oh shit, I totally forgot you said that. But I think it was called Room to Board with the number 2.
Yeah, literally 2 to board.
I recommend that place if you're going to Hako.
I think that was the best place we stayed. Don't you think?
Yeah, we had like an 8-person dorm to ourselves.
Yeah.
And then we just went to every single pharmacy and asked for codeine. And
do you remember?
Amongst other we asked for.
Do you remember
everything.
the freaking pharmacist with the watch in her hand?
The what?
The pharmacist with the watch in her hand. And she had
The girl that was wearing the Rolex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, nice watch, and she like completely put it like behind her fucking ear. And you're like, no, it's all good. Like I just like watch. I like watches. And I was like, okay, like you know, like yeah, she had a nice watch.
Nice watch. Give me it.
That one made me cry. Dude, there's hella money in Hako though. There's so much money.
And I was like, necesito drogas para mi diarrhea. And I was telling her how like I get alcohol fucks my stomach up. And she was like, well, you should stop drinking. And I was like, yeah, it's not an option. I mean, I'm going to need something else. I'm going to need a supplement to my addiction, not to replace it with health and wellness or whatever the fuck. I'm on vacation, man. The whole point of vacation is... The whole point of traveling is to drink. It's not to see the world. It's not to learn about cultures or language or any of that. It's just to be able to wake up at 10 a.m. and have a margarita, and that's okay. And then drink until the night. And I'm only partly joking about that. It's the best.
I'm not joking about that. That's 100% true.
I mean... Oh, man. We're such fucking stupid Americans.
Dude, we were, but like fuck everyone else. Remember, like I would rather be like fucking doing what we did, except for chain smoking cigarettes, like those fucking people in fucking San Teresa were doing. Like, these people sucked. All right, like we brought like it was Eli's fucking actual birthday, November 2nd, and
Third is my birthday.
3rd, excuse me.
November 2nd was the day before. That's why I was like, ooh, I'm going to fucking hop off this plane. I'm going to get ready. And that's going to be my birthday.
And then, like, Eli, out of his own money, we bought some, like, decent rum. And decent rum for us is, like, good rum. And...
It was like $18.
Yeah, 18 American dollars. Well, yeah, Costa Rica was expensive as fuck, too.
It was this... Costa Rica's the same price as LA.
Anyway, it doesn't fucking matter. Anyway...
Check out this
we sat down and Eli's like, hey, it's my birthday, like everyone has as much as they want. Only like 2 people actually like took shots and like enjoyed themselves. The rest of them were like literally chain smoking cigarettes and like lighting and
Yeah, they're just lame. Sometimes you don't hit the jackpot with every group of people you meet. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get drunk and talk about whatever I want to talk about, and I'm gonna have fun. You're not standing in my way. But that was the first like actual night.
No, it was just an example. Like,
But now we're back in Hako. So in Hako, we once the night started, we're like, all right, like let's see what's going on here.
this is where our trip's gonna start.
Yeah. Like we were like, all right, we're finally near like people and there's no dude. The whole fucking like, it was like a ghost town. It was just like there was one bar that was super packed and it was a very small bar. And other than that, every other bar there was like no one. There was like no one anywhere. And then we took a bus to Panama.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
What was that, 6 hours?
Yeah, 9.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we took some sleeping medication. Don't go into details, you fucking dry snitch. And
Fuck
then
you.
then we spent a day in Panama. It was raining so fucking hard that we had to take off our shoes across the street.
Do you remember how we dried our shoes?
I remember how you did, and I was like, "That's a fucking amazing idea. Why didn't I think of that?" We So the water, it was raining so hard, the water was well above my ankles, and I'm walking through fucking a river to cross the street, and we were looking for food, and I think there was a holiday, so everything was
Everything was closed.
Dude, there was like holidays a bunch of like days in a row in different countries, and everything was closed. And we went to this little like chicken, like fast food place that was not very good, but
It was like a knockoff KFC.
something like that. And there's a lot of chicken chains in South America, and they all have cartoon chickens, which I'm a huge fan of. I love cartoon chickens. But yeah, I'm waiting for my food, and Hunter walks away, and then I'm like, what's he doing? I turn around, and he's using the hand dryer, and he's just holding his shoe in there, and I'm like, it's a good fucking idea. And then I do that, and we're just standing there with no shoes on and just drying our shoes in a dryer in this tiny little.
And you know what sucked though is I
restaurant.
really wish that we spent more time in Panama.
Yeah, for sure. I could tell that city had a lot to offer.
Yeah.
We were only there for
What?
24 hours, barely.
Barely.
Less than that, huh? Like
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. We're like, all right, let's fucking go. And it started raining. And at first, I was like, I don't care. I'm fucking here. I'm gonna not let some fucking rain stop me. And then it got like abusive. It was abusively raining, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna throw in the fucking towel.
We had to roll up our fucking pants and take off our shoes. Like it was like a fucking hurricane. It wasn't raining.
And then I was like, I'm just gonna go back to the fucking hostel, I guess. And then
we went. Where did we go after that? We went to.
there was a really hot girl that I didn't talk to, which I didn't need to mention.
After
We went to Bogota, Colombia.
Bogota. Oh god,
That's when Hunter got sick.
I fucking hate that place.
Hunter got food poisoning to the point where he was puking every 20 minutes for like a week.
Like, that's not an
what was it?
exaggeration.
Yeah, it was that bad.
It was that bad. It was to the point where like he said, it was my first time fucking traveling, and I literally I thought about either suicide or going home. And
I like how suicide was first.
suicide was first, and even he said, he was like, "Fuck, I can't fix you."
Yeah, I had like some antibiotics and Pedialyte and some probiotics and random shit that I would just keep around like a first aid kit type thing, and I'm just like, here's this, and nothing was working. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do, and I feel bad. I feel helpless because my boy's over here just fucking about to die, and I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
I literally.
So Hunter was dying. We ended up staying in this Airbnb with this super nice Colombian woman that was like the grandma that I never had, and she was amazing.
She was,
I don't remember her name, but fucking
Luz.
big shout.
Luz.
Luz. Big fucking shout out to Luz. She was fucking dope. She was teaching me Spanish and stuff. Made me coffee.
This
If,
girl.
and Bogota was pretty fucking boring though. It was like a capital city, so it was just like a downtown like financial district type thing.
Well, there's 5 million people there, and like everyone, like cops have like German shepherds. They had like golden retrievers like everywhere, and it's like even though we had nothing to hide, it just made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, they had police dogs everywhere. That was weird.
That made me feel uncomfortable. And then like we asked
Like, what were they looking for?
I don't
Like,
know.
if someone had a joint in their pocket, they'd be like, "Get him!" I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm thinking like weapons or something, but I don't know.
Maybe
There was
bombs.
they were at like at one every 1 to 3 blocks. It was a lot, and a lot of them at the entrance of a mall.
And then, do you remember when we walked past? I don't know if you do, but we were walking to that one pub, and then they were like, this random girl walked past, and the dog like put his whole fucking face into her purse. You remember that?
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah. So that's when I was like, you know, and you're like, it's fine. They're just looking for like bombs and shit. I'm like, I don't know. Let's get the fuck out of here. And then I got super sick. So I'm pretty biased against Bogota. To be honest with you. I don't think Eli had any fun either because he was taking care of me. Or
I wandered around by myself a little bit, and it was just, I don't know, it was just.
Dude, I feel like
there's just not much going on. Dude, I mean, there's a lot of people there, but there was like no tourists. I didn't see travelers. I didn't see
one.
We didn't see travelers until we got to Medellin.
And that's what I was gonna say, and that's when the trip kind of turned around because I felt better. You know, we stayed in that hotel for that one night, and then like I let you do your own thing because you totally deserved it because you've been on my bedside for like fucking 5 days, and you're like, okay, I can't fix you.
I'm a nice guy.
What?
I'm a nice guy. Yeah, and then we met. In Medellin we met like these 3 Canadian dudes that we just clicked with real well, and I was like, okay, these people are funny. These people like us, and yeah, we hung out with them for like 5 days straight. We went to Santa Marta with them, and we went to this place called Tayrona Park, which was like a national park.
That place was fucking beautiful,
fucking unreal,
yeah.
dude. It was a long ass hike to this beach, but it was parallel to the ocean the whole time. So we could see the ocean like every like 20, 30 minutes. And we're like, oh, we're almost at the beach. Because there were 3 beaches. And it took like 2 hours to get to the third one. And so we kept thinking like, oh, we're close to the first one. I think we walked past some of them.
We walked past 2, but do you remember me and you jumped off the rocks?
Yeah.
So that was like a short.
That was our. I think that was the second. I don't know. I don't know. We skipped. We're. It was annoying because I kept seeing the ocean. I'm like, I'm about to jump in that shit, and then like, nope. There's no. And there was like yeah, we could have gone off the path and gone in where we're not supposed to, but like, I don't really want to do that in another country. So yeah, we followed the path and we got there, and oh man, the way the sand and the water was, it was just.
Well, it's the Caribbean it's the Caribbean Sea. It's fucking, like, gorgeous, man. Like, wherever you go in the world, man, like, it's fucking sick.
Yeah, South America's like that, and America's up here, and then... Wait, this is backwards. Whatever. It's the fucking east coast of Colombia.
The Caribbean Sea is a part of
east
Colombia.
Coast. Santa Marta is in the Caribbean. Is that the only ocean that Colombia touches?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, I don't know, but
I believe so.
But yeah, so the water was really cool because there was like sand here and then water here, and then the sand like looped around and made this little like sandbar strip, so you could like swim like 10 minutes to another beach that is like in the middle of the water, and there's like a fucking Hunter's smoking marijuana off camera because. I don't know.
Does that have respect?
Respect? We're allowed to do that.
You told me not to do anything stupid.
Hitting a bong off camera is very stupid.
Alright, I smoked a bong
look, marijuana, guys. I'm not smoking it because I don't want to have anxiety and be quiet and run out of things to say. But apparently, it doesn't affect everyone like that. So yeah, and then there was this fucking sea cave.
Louis C.K.
Louis C.K. Credit to Lila for that joke. It was just this rock with a fucking hole in it that waves were splashing up in, and I could just crawl in there and just be like, oh shit. I got a picture on my Instagram. I fucking love sea caves, man.
It was pretty fucking cool because not only the water was like extremely clear, like it was just like there was all these fucking tunnels and shit you can like climb through and like I don't know.
It was just
like,
that one tunnel.
No, there was two. I went through one by myself.
Where was the other one?
When you and Lila were like in a corner and you guys were like taking that picture, I went in another one.
Where?
To the left. You remember the rock we jumped off?
Yeah.
It was like right near there, and I had to like crawl through it. Yours was.
Why did you tell me about that?
Because you were doing your thing.
I want to see all the sea caves. Yeah, and then Hunter made me jump off a big ass rock, and I'm scared of heights.
I did, and you did it.
And I climbed up, and I was like, I don't want to do this. I was just thinking like slipping and like scraping my head, and I don't know.
Fine, if you.
And good seeing you, Naveed. Have a good flight. Not
Absolutely.
that you have control over it.
Thank you.
Shout
How you
out to this
doing?
guy. And so, yeah, I jumped off it, and that was a small fear conquer. That was I was like, okay, I did that. It didn't feel good. I don't think like facing your fears is really a good thing. I think it's just like, okay, well, I did that. Now it didn't make me feel any better whatsoever. But I'm glad I didn't climb down. And not that I was capable.
Yeah, you were not capable of climbing.
Hunter was sitting there laughing. He's like, you have no other way down. You have to jump. And I'm like, you fucking dick. And then I'm like, actually, you're right. And also, thank you.
And then the next night, he's like, all right, you made me jump off that rock. You have to go talk to that girl right now. And I'm like, I don't think I'm an ugly person, but I'm definitely very insecure about
Tat
like,
for tit.
like talking. I'm not like this, man. I can't just go up to a girl and like take rejection. He's like, all right, you made me jump off that rock yesterday. You have to go talk to that girl. I'm like, fuck. And actually, I ended up having sex with her that night, which is actually pretty funny.
Which one?
The Peruvian one, the one that Lila.
That was like 2 weeks after this.
Yeah, but that's what you told me. You said you made me jump off the rock, and then if you're gonna talk to this girl, you better do it now.
All right. Well, Colombia food was very bad. I talked about this earlier. And we decided to go to Peru after about a week. Actually, no. That night was only a couple days after. It just seems longer because we went from one country to another, and shit was trippy, man. Every morning I'd wake up and be like, "All right, wait, where the fuck am I? Oh yeah, okay, Peru. Okay, cool."
I had the same exact feeling, which is really weird.
I honestly, no, it makes sense because we're just moving around so much. I like that feeling a lot.
I hated it. Well, I got used to it.
I like waking up and not knowing where the fuck I am.
I got used to it.
I'm being serious. But
yeah, at first it sucked.
Medellin,
Santa Marta, we already went past that.
Santa Marta, yeah, we went to Santa
Lima.
Marta with those Canadians, and then we flew to Lima. Literally, I could not stand the food in Colombia. It was fucked up, man. Like even the most basic shit like rice and beans was like there's just no flavor, and I was like everywhere. The best meal I had in Colombia was Subway, and I mentioned that before, but that's true, and that sucks because I want to like Colombia because everything else is pretty cool, but when we went to
Lima.
No, when our last night in Santa Marta, we went to a restaurant. It was bad, and then we ordered Uber Eats super late, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a cheeseburger.
Oh my god, I forgot about
There's
that.
no way you can fuck up a cheeseburger.
I forgot.
And
about that.
the cheeseburger came. It was the worst cheeseburger I've ever had in my life.
It was a bologna
and I was like,
cheeseburger.
no, it wasn't. It was a fucking. It was just there was a lot of
bologna,
fat in it.
It had bologna in it.
I don't think so.
I took a bite of it.
No, I offered you a bite, and you were like, no.
No, I ate
Or
a
you
bite.
took a bite, and you're like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally took one or maybe two bites, and I was like, I'm not gonna eat this.
Nah.
And I was like, you guys, that's it. We're going to Peru tomorrow. We're buying tickets right now. I'm sick of this fucking food. Because
It was fucking horrible.
Lila kept saying how like Peru had the best food.
Yeah.
And Lila met us in Medellin. So me and Hunter did Costa Rica, Panama, and a little bit of Colombia. Just us two. And
We're in
then
Colombia for a while, man.
Lila met us there. And
If you think about it, we're in Colombia for a while.
the whole trip was only like 2 months. Was it less than that?
More than that.
It was more than 2 months?
Well,
November
I
2nd?
got back in
I came back December 18th. November...
We left.
Yeah, dude, I was only gone for 6 fucking weeks. I need to go travel more. But, yeah, so we get to Lima, Peru. It's us three. Me, Hunter, and Lila. And we go to some random buffet. And there was like maybe like 15, 20 different selections. And I tried all of them. And every single one was delicious. Like the most amazing shit I've ever had.
It was like the best like curry and other shit.
I don't even remember.
It was like this
ceviche.
chicken.
Ceviche is one of their main things.
It was crazy. And do you remember when me and you and Max and the other kid from Texas, I forgot his name, went to the other place too? That food was fucking amazing also.
Sure.
Do you remember or no?
I don't know. That was a very vague explanation.
No. Alright.
So we went to a couple more restaurants. I was trying to test out every place, and everywhere in Lima, Peru had great food. And yeah, then we met this guy Max. That at first I thought he was retarded because he said he was from Florida, and then within like 5 minutes I realized he's really smart and super cool, and he became the homie. Fucking shout out to Max. He's still traveling. I think he's in Argentina right now. He's getting it, dude. He's been just fucking trekking around. He fucking, white water rafting, biking, hiking all over. He's just been doing it. And he would get hammered till like 6 a.m. and then wake up at like 9 the next day and just be like good to go.
Oh yeah.
Dude's a fucking machine.
I ate a couple ramen. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was like the it's fucking great when you're just meeting people when you're traveling and you're like, ooh, join the squad, and then you're all doing shit together, and then
all I can say
we'll probably talk to him forever.
Oh, well, actually, he's actually supposed to fly into Tijuana, and I'm gonna pick him up, so we'll be seeing him more for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming with that.
So yeah, man, I was just super bummed out because I got fucking hammered and lost my phone, and I want to go to Ecuador so fucking bad.
Wait, we got to keep this chronological. You're jumping ahead.
I am.
I wanna do it from like beginning to end.
Okay.
So we were in Lima, and a friend of mine said, I was talking on Instagram, and she said that we should stay in something Montebello or Floral something.
I don't remember.
Fuck, what was that place called? It was the second day. The first night we were in some like renovated ancient mansion from like the 40s, and it
that was in Lima.
Was not impressive because it was from the 40s. But stayed somewhere else the second night, and we meet this travel guy that's like trying to sell us on shit, and I'm like, sure, let's check it out. And we take a bus to Huacachina, which we're gonna make our way down to Machu Picchu. Huacachina, currently one of my top 5 places on Earth. Would you agree with that?
I would. I haven't been to as many places as you have, obviously, but it was fucking awesome, and the story behind it.
Would you say top 3 cities in South America?
Oh, by far, yeah.
All right, so yeah, we get Huacachina.
I gotta take a piss.
You should fucking Google it. It's a little oasis in the middle of these huge ass sand dunes, and we got there. The bus ride was dope, by the way. It was a really nice bus. They were coming by with snacks, and we were all talking about how great the bus ride. This time, me, Hunter, Lila, Max. So we got 4 people now, and we're all just talking about how great the bus ride was. And shut the fuck up, Lucy, come on, don't do that, Lucy.
Lucy, shut.
Where's Pablo? Pablo.
He's in the backyard.
Oh yeah, I locked him out because he was trying to eat rats.
You want to pause?
And no, let's fucking bring the ruckus. Hey, come.
We're doing a podcast.
Hey, Kev, do a shout out on the podcast.
You want me to come for you? Oh, hey, what up?
Talking about Wakachina, the little Oasis place.
What's that?
Fucking tune in and find out.
Oasis,
It's yeah, in Peru.
Do you want to tell a story, or do you want me to tell a story about the history of it?
Sure.
All right, I'll do it. So Wakachina
Dude, first
was.
of all, hold on, really quickly. Why is every single AT&T operator fucking can't speak English?
Dude, I know they should. Anyone, I don't have a problem with immigrants, but the ones that can't, that their job is to speak and do customer service, should be required to speak fluent English.
I want to blow my fucking brains out.
I don't care if any other job speaks English, but if you're talking on the phone, you should be able to speak English.
100%. If your job is talking on the phone and that's all you do, fucking speak clear English, because you're just pissing the fuck off of your customers and you're gonna lose business. But anyways, that's my 2 cents on that.
Yeah, Kemp's having a great day because he got pickpocketed for his phone at the festival yesterday.
Yeah.
Along with like 50 other people, apparently.
Yeah.
There's some real pros in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wakachina.
So Wakachina. So there's actually a really cool. I think it's cool. A cool history about it. Wakachina was actually like an elderly woman, and she had some 18 or like 17-year-old, I don't remember, like lover, and he sacrificed her in this natural oasis that we're at, and drowned her. She drowned him in the oasis, and they named it after her.
I didn't hear that.
Max
I thought that was like a myth.
No, Max told me that. It's true.
Why? That's
Remember the guy we went
That's
to the
neat.
restaurant with? He told me that too.
Jose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then naming fucking, just giving women all the power. Okay, I don't like Wakachina anymore. But this place is amazing, dude. I saw it in pictures and I was like, "There's no way that exists." I bet like it's like so out of the way or like hard to get to or expensive, or there's just probably like a lot of obstacles between me and that place. And there were. It was a couple. I don't know, like 6 hours in a bus and.
Oh, to get it, there's no cars allowed there, so we had to freaking drive like 30 minutes just to fucking go to the ATM. I don't know if you remember that.
No, I walked to an ATM.
How the fuck do you do that?
There was an ATM at the liquor store, like a minute away.
Me and Max took a 30-minute fucking Uber there.
Yeah, all the taxi people were like, "Oh, there's no ATM. You have to go into town." I'm like,
And that's where
that's what you want me to think, so
And
I get because you want my fucking money.
And that's where I lost my fucking phone too.
Yeah, that sucked. But the we get into Wakachina late at night. It's pitch black out, and I wake up the next morning, and I look outside, and I'm in kind of like a square shaped atrium, and I'm in here, and I'm looking up over the building, and there's like, it looked like beige tarps, and then I realized I was just in like big ass sand dune, just right in the middle of it. And I'm like, no fucking way. And I'm like, you guys, I'll be right back. I put on my shoes and I start running. Like I ran to like find the like where the sand dune started. And it was maybe like 2 blocks, and then it's just city, like streets, buildings, and then all of a sudden at the end of the street, just fucking like vertical, just sand, just up all the way, and I'm like, whoa! Like I thought it looked like I was in like a Hollywood set, like a movie, like. It's funny, a lot of the shit that I saw that was really cool on the trip, I related to, like, oh, like, when I was scuba diving in the Galapagos Islands, I saw this wall of fish. I was like, oh, this is like VR. It's like, it's funny how I relate, like, reality to, like, fake shit, because I'm so much more familiar with fake shit because of technology and all of this stuff. But I tried to run up that sand hill and get a look of the whole city, and which was very fucking tiring and a pretty good workout. And I looked over and like I'm maybe like 3-4 stories up only, and I can just see this whole city, and it's a little like green lake. It's originally it was natural, and then they started fracking or some shit. Or
Hey, Kemp, do you mind if I
And
get
then-
chili?
can you fucking not do that on the goddamn podcast? I'm trying to run a fucking business here.
Wait, is this a comedy podcast? Because this is fucking boring as shit.
Yeah, it's not funny at all.
No.
But I'm just throwing out content, and like
I don't
I need to
have
put
any
shit on
choice.
YouTube, and like someone's gonna watch it, and then, I don't know. But
Yeah.
What's our trip? It doesn't
you
have
can
to
see
all
you
be
can see the
fucking
whole
something
you
that
can see the whole city, and it's fucking beautiful. And it's just a bunch of palm trees, and everyone there was good looking, and I totally would have gotten laid if I didn't have a girlfriend at the time, and everyone else did. Dude, girlfriends are such cock blocks.
Well, yeah. That's kind of the whole point.
Yeah, but I bet if I had a boyfriend, he would wingman me.
Oh, 100%.
I've heard that most
I've-
gay men are in open relationships.
Like,
Well, my neighbor
oh,
has two.
actually, I have something on this subject to add. So, I'm not going to name names, and I know they will never watch this podcast because they just won't. So
How dare you?
No, not because of that, but no. So my
What's that?
So my friend. So
Not because you suck.
No, so I have a friend of a friend who is a male, and he's 25. He's only had sex. He's only fucked and blew guys, but he wants to marry a woman.
Is he Christian?
No,
Or his parents strict?
he's Filipino. He's half Filipino.
Why?
I don't know. I think it's because he's just too much of a
This is
pussy.
marijuana.
Yeah, it's dabs. I think he's just too much of a pussy to he has no game. Like, he can't talk to women. So like the only people he can pull are guys, and so he's like fucked like a few guys in the ass. He blew a couple guys, but he's never had sex with a woman yet. But he
Doesn't work.
but he claims he's bi. So like in your opinion,
So he's a gay
so
incel.
he's a gay, right? He's never had sex with a woman before, but he's banged and blown gay guys. And
I'm gonna do marijuana.
and I'm not saying that this is a bad thing. To each his own. Like, fucking, if I was gay, I'd be fucking.
Is this tobacco?
As much ass as I could. But the question, the real question is, if you're in that scenario where you're only hooking up with guys and you're a virgin to females, you can't be bi. You're gay, right?
No, it's about attraction, not about how many people you fucked.
I guess that's right. So like if he had the
Like,
game,
just because I didn't have a relationship until I was 26 doesn't mean I'm not a family man.
but like, do you know what I mean? I mean, I guess you're right. So if he,
I would say I would classify that guy as just like a weird dude.
yeah. But I get what you're saying. Like, if he is attracted to them and he's just too like scared to approach them,
There needs to be like 1,000 more of people like him until we can give them a name.
that's true. All right, I just food for thought. Food for thought.
Yeah, after Wakachina, we went to Machu Picchu, and that's when Hunter left. And then Hunter lost his fucking phone. And Hunter lost his phone while traveling, which is one of the worst things I could imagine happening. I would not be able to deal with that.
I
So-
had no computer either, so I had nothing.
Yeah, and he had to fly back to America.
And I'll actually explain the story because this is, from my point of view, it's funnier, and we're trying to make this funny, which so far has not been. So Eli writes in Google Translate about hey, I lost my phone, this and that, and so I hand to this girl thinking that she speaks zero English, right? And she's like, this poor man is tough. In English. I'm like, you fucking speak English? She's like, you talk? I'm like, yeah. So, like, I was like, oh my God, thank fucking God. So, like, I was like, hey, what can I do? Can you please go to air? And like Cusco Airport was
He
fucking
didn't know when his flight was specifically. He just knew the rough time. He didn't know what airlines. It was all in the email confirmation. So he was just like, yeah, I can figure that out later. And so I wrote him a little black book I drew a little keypad on it. So it looked like, I was like, here's your phone. And then I put like a bunch of people's numbers and contact info and wrote some languages in Spanish that I translated. And when you went to sleep before the rest of us, and me and Max were hanging out, and he's like, "Hey, you should write some like funny shit in Spanish to like read out loud." And then I started cracking up. I was like, "I have a fucking bomb." We totally could have fucked you. Why did this shit just freeze? All right, I don't know why that just froze, but I'm recording this on photo booth on a Mac because I'm not gonna edit this, and transferring from a camera seems like a lot of work, even though the quality would be better. But hey, I'm posting shit on YouTube, so here's content. I don't know, fucking give me money, everyone.
Yeah.
I think I talked about Galapagos Island on another podcast, but
No.
yeah. So you flew into Tijuana,
Yeah.
and then walked back from, and you said it was a lot cheaper. And you recommend that?
Well, absolutely, yeah. If you go to Aguirre's Airport, you literally, if you're white and you have a passport, you just fucking walk across. And the problem is, you're not like at the normal border crossing. You're like 20 fucking miles away. So just be aware of that and of traffic, because Kemp went to pick me up over here. You can't see him, but it would have taken him an hour and a half to get me. So I met this random guy in the worst airport I've ever experienced, Mexico City. It smells like shit. They smell like shit.
I mean, it is one of the biggest cities
And yeah, I don't give a shit. They fucking suck.
Mexicans?
No, not all Mexicans. Just Mexico City Airport. They all
Don't talk shit on Mexico City.
Airport? Yeah, I will.
You will.
I'll talk shit on
You're
LAX
not
airport.
allowed to do that. We have rules here. We do not hate minority groups of people unless they choose to chop their dick off.
They fucked me around for
So wait,
7
so-
hours.
so-
Wouldn't you be pissed off
So
too?
that would be you hate transgender.
I just hate. Yeah.
You
I
hate
don't-
waiting, right?
I hate all airports.
Yeah.
True.
But
I hate I hate all airlines.
I know you do, but I know you hate waiting even more, and for them to send you in circles for 4 hours.
That's
that
what.
would piss you off.
So you hate airlines?
No, it was the only airline that did that to me.
Okay, well, every airline has fucked me just by existing.
So-
Airlines commit fraud. Dude.
Anyway.
They're fucking over. How do you oversell a flight?
Anyway,
Like, oh hey, I'm selling this computer. Okay, I'll come pick it up. Okay, I'm here.
So-
Oh, sorry, I sold it to someone else. Do you want to wait for me to get another one? No, dude, I wanted the one that you had. You piece of shit.
so the worst part about the entire trip, honestly, besides losing my phone, was I finally met this, and this is actually a blessing. And then I met this guy, and he was like, I was the only first white guy I've seen in over 24 hours. And I was like, please tell me you speak fucking English. And he was like, ¿por qué? I'm like, God fucking damn it. This guy doesn't speak fucking English. And he starts laughing. He's like, yeah, man, I speak English. I'm like, all right, cool. And we start talking back and forth. And he tells me about, like, this express, what I just explained, going through Rodriguez Airport. And so the plane, our plane's delayed by another 6 hours. Or sorry, not 6 hours. That's an exaggeration. It was supposed to be 6 hours. They got delayed another 2 hours, so over 8.5 hours. And the plane starts climbing, and this very, 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 very autistic, either, I don't like to say the word retarded because that's just not me. When the plane starts climbing, she jumps out of her fucking seat and starts like climbing up the plane and starts trying to fucking open the emergency fucking exit.
You did not tell me about this.
I did. I asked Camp. I told him to. Yeah.
Okay, you told Kim. You didn't tell me about this.
Yeah. So she starts trying to open the fucking emergency exit, and I'm like, dude, if this bitch opens this fucking airplane, this whole thing is gonna fucking start like exploding. And finally, they like fucking tie this girl down, and she's like screaming the entire time. I haven't slept.
In Spanish?
Yeah. I didn't understand a fucking word she was saying. You just cut us off, huh?
No, it's still recording. I'm just opening up the software that I have to compile these several segments into to upload.
Anyway, so yeah, so basically, finally, these like stupid fucking stewardess like literally tie this bitch down, and then like her grandma was just tugging on her like this is gonna make a shit bit of difference.
You to show me that you stretched my shirt.
Stop being so dramatic.
No,
Anyway.
this shirt's never going to be the same. You have stripped it of its dignity.
Anyway, what I'm trying to get to, it was fucking the most, like, I hate heights, right? And that shit just gave me, like, my anxiety is already through the fucking roof because I haven't had a phone. I basically know where to travel. I'm like, all right, this is my last stop. Once I get this, like, I'm home free. Which wasn't even true at that point, because if that Joe guy didn't help me out, then I would have been stranded unless Kemp drove like fucking an hour and a half to come and get me. And yeah, that's about it. But I remember that scared the living shit out of me, and she was screaming and crying the entire fucking 3-hour flight from Mexico City to Tijuana, and it was probably that was the worst experience of the trip. For me.
The worst experience of the trip for me was also coming home. I want to be gone. Let's go back. Let's get the fuck out of here again, because life is not that interesting sometimes.
No.
Alright, you want to fucking leave it there?
I'm down.
Alright.
Hey, thanks for having me on, man.
Thanks for coming on. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. Alright.
See you next time.